Hi guys, Dan with Index option trading on December 20th at Tuesday after the market close. We start off these headlines on Yahoo Finance. German data lifts gloom, ECB funds eyed. And the German economy had a better than expected outcome as the Spanish treasury auction also went well and the euro debt problems hopefully are over. Not really. Exactly what it does, it's these headlines come and then they affect the market and then they bring the mood, the bipolar mood of the traders out, and that then they change and start trading. Well, basically, it's not that either. It is because when the people who own this market decide to trade certain way, they do. And today the data came in their favor, so they decided to trade upside. Basically, that's what happened. And the housing data, which was also related to the new construction starts, was very promising. That is showing some kind of a turnaround in the housing market because housing permits increased, and that also worked really well with the market. Let's take a look at the SPX here, and here is CMG, now SPX. Let's start off with some stocks and then we go into the stock market direction. CMG did about 13.95. It blasted out, tick out its 50-day moving average on decent volume, 500,000 shares, and it is extremely oversold. So we're running out from the extremely oversold conditions, but the volume was thin. And the other on this stock, the volume are thin during the holidays. BCLN, that's another one here. Remember, this was last week that we changed here, but we have established that it is moving in a channel which is lower end is 440 and the upper end 550, 555. It slides through 20 points on decent volume, 1.1 million shares, and it clocked 20 points. And when it went down to here 440, everybody thought probably the world will end, but that is not how it ends. It did make a, it sliced through that downward trend line as well. So the stock has made good progress here. There are other stocks that we're looking at here. Visa, that's a new one here that you may not have heard me talk about it, but Visa is also climbing up here very nicely. And another one here, ISRG, which is the Intuitive Surgical, is about to clear a buy point at 449, which is right here at 443. Is going to blast out from there, it looks like, and it is at about 324 million shares is traded. And if you look at it, this is an automatic bullish pennant that my automatic trading program is showing here, and so it is a very bullish stock here. Let's delve into, go back and see why these stocks are behaving like this. Here's the chart of SPX, and as you can see, we had this downward channel yesterday. We talked about it when the stocks are moving down in a nice tight fashion here. What it does here when they get very oversold, one day that comes and blast it off. I didn't know it was going to be today, and so nobody did. And in fact, the people who own this market decided it's enough is enough, push this thing back up here, and then it blasted 35.95, which is a heavy amount of coverage here for thing. It is above its 50-day moving average, which is a good thing, but it's got resistance here at 1260. Watch out. 1260, that's where the bears are going to try to push it down. Dow Jones, meanwhile, covered a nice territory, about 337 points, and this channel again was downward channel, flag, pennant, whatever you want to call it. It blasted through the 50-day and the 200-day moving average, closing above the psychological level of 12,103. So that was an accomplishment here on that. Now NDX, on the other hand, which is a technology section, has not done so well, and it is struggling behind its 50-day and the 200-day moving. It has to close above 2,300. So in other words, the action today that we saw here on SPY and other stocks that we are seeing here is a result of a bullish action called the follow through day. And the follow through day is what the IBD, Investors Business, is also talking about today, that we are now in a confirmed uptrend. Now, uptrends does not mean that it cannot fail. There is nothing guaranteed here, but the chances are that the market is headed higher.